Longhorn, he's a sinister character for several reasons. He's been associated with shady businesses, with underground receipts.
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And this morning, I downloaded Jill's latest popular shortwave station list. He is now going to do this on a monthly basis. He's going to add to and revise his list. And what this list is his most popular shortwave stations that he listened to, either the international broadcast stations, or now he's added utility stations such as weather, facts, stuff like that. If you go to his channel, and let me take a look at it, make sure I give you the right information. Oh, come on, what's wrong with my software? It looks like I canceled it. When did I close that out? Okay, we stand by while I ramble along here and try to get back to where I was. I tell you, it really gets difficult when you get old. Okay, this is it. He did this show, I think it's like 2 shows ago. Of course, depend on when you watch my show. It might be 3, 5 shows ago, 10 shows ago. Anyway, it was a show on October 3rd, 2006, of course, and he briefly talked about his updated list. And goody, the phone is ringing. And let's see, it's 7:30 a.m. Yep, that's usually when the school system calls my wife to ask her to come substitute. So that's what that call's about. She answered it, so we can move on. Okay. Where was I? Oh, don't even know where I was. Okay, so here his, you can't see it. Okay, so his channel is official SWL channel. And if you go to the show he did on October 3rd, he will show you what he's talking about, and he has a link to this list. Now, I have downloaded his list and I've reformatted it for me to be easier for me to read. His original list is in a PDF format, and originally it looks like it was made in a slide format, and it's multiple colors, and it's just easier for me to put it in a text format, nice list, and no colors, so that I don't waste any color on my printer. So here it is. It's actually now 2 pages. This is the regular international broadcast stations, and in the second page, for me in my format, are the utility shortwave stations. Now, keep in mind, and what's really good about this listing these are stations that he has actually heard. And he typically listens, and he's in Canada, Quebec, Canada, I believe, thereabouts. And he usually listens in the late afternoon, like 3 to 5 in the afternoon. So these are stations he's heard at that time of the day. You may get different results. Typically, I'm an early person, so I typically listen early in the morning or just before I go to bed at 8 p.m. So he now has a pretty long list. And like I say, I've reformatted it. So the one you get if you download via his link will be in a different, it'll look different. It'll be the same information, but it'll look different. So I'm just going to briefly just kind of scan through this and see, what I've received. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. So it's maybe you can see a little bit of it. He starts off and he goes through the full spectrum He starts on 3.215, which is WWCR, and he says he locally hears it in the evening at 100 to 900 UTC. And then we're just going to skip down there. I'm not going to go through all these because he's got like 25 entries now. And each month he's going to release an update to this. So this thing's going to grow. And these are stations that he's actually received. Unlike when I go to Shortwave website and I get a listing of the updated status. Some of those stations may never be heard. They may be intermittent or gone or whatever. Although the gentleman does a good job of trying to of keeping it updated, deleting stations that are gone. These are actually stations that have been heard. In my case, they probably can be heard by me because I'm kind of due south of him, approximately. And so I should receive these stations about the same time of the day. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to start listening to shortwave in the late afternoon, approximately the same time he listens, and see if I can receive these stations. Here's China Radio at 6.020. Gotten that one, very popular. Radio Habana at 6 megahertz. That one comes booming in here in Florida. Let me tell you, it like blow your ear off. So that one's familiar. Let's see. Voice of Vietnam at 6.175. I think I've heard that once or twice, maybe not on that frequency. All India Radio at 9.445. I've heard that. Again, he says he typically gets reception from 2045 to 2230 UTC. Again, afternoon, evening. Here's China Radio at 9570. And he says he gets it from 000 to 0200 UTC, which is about 8 o'clock in the evening here in Florida. I usually get it in the morning, but I haven't been able to get it lately in the morning. So I don't know what that's all about. Radio New Zealand, I've gotten that. I think I got it on a different frequency. He has listed 11.725 megahertz. And so on down. Okay, now the second page, my second page, it's probably his 10th page, the way he's got his laid out, is the utility stations. And it includes things as WWV at 2.5 megahertz. I've never heard it that low. Scan down here at 5 megahertz. I've heard WWV, both the US station and the Hawaiian station. I've heard those at 10 megahertz. WWV, I've heard that. And then he's got a lot of stations that are broadcasting local weather. And many of these are broadcasting local weather either for vessels at sea or aircraft flying over the oceans. And let me see anything else he's got. He doesn't, I don't think he has, no, he doesn't have the weather facts frequencies, which is, I hear a couple of them pretty strong. The one in New Orleans, of course, which is very close to me, I hear that nice and strong. And I can decode it with my computer. He's got New York Aeronautical, which broadcasts or communicates with aircraft going over the Atlantic. He's got that at 6.586. I've heard that. What else? We'll just kind of grab one or two here. Not a big deal. But this is a pretty good list, you know. Like I say, I have reformatted it and then put it into 2 pages. This is the regular international broadcast, and this is the utilities. And each month he's going to update this. So go to his webpage, his YouTube channel that I mentioned before, and go to that show on October 3rd. And you have to scroll down under the description. He has the link to a PDF file of this. I took that PDF file, converted it to text, and then reformatted it for myself. So I thank Gilles for doing that, and he's got a great channel if you're interested in shortwave radio. He has other channels, like he has a channel on Windows 10 that he updates quite often. So check it out. If you enjoyed the show, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Bye-bye.